scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Scenario. I'm one of your hosts, Brendan Sagalow, being joined with me, as always.
I'm Mike Feeney, and also...
I'm Mike Cannon.
What are you laughing at?
You're just such a Fonzie sometimes. You really rolled and just finger-gunned Feeney just to say his name.
I'm very loose. Welcome to the show. If you're new, basically what the show... Well, thank you for coming, first of all. Thank you for checking out. You did not have to press the play button. And trust me, there are a lot of podcasts that I just let sit in the wire.
Is that right? Is that why your phone is just debilitatingly slow?
I have a lot of podcasts that I downloaded for one episode, and now they're just collecting dust in my phone.
Oh, there are about 16 hardcore histories, 7 hours apiece, just blocking the memory of my iPhone.
Yeah.
I literally have 99 stuff you should know.
Yeah.
And, I'll never know that stuff.
I have full seasons of a podcast that I listened to 5 minutes of and hated and never unsubscribed.
Or undownloaded.
Yeah.
Well, that's not this show, hopefully. What this show is we are a hypothetical podcast. We do questions, what if scenarios, Mary F. kills, and all of that. I just cursed again. And all that junk. And we actually take the questions from you, which makes it so fun. People like hearing their name. So if you want to send us a hypothetical, go to the Instagram Scenario Pod and send us a DM.
Yeah.
Start the clock.
Start the clock.
Here's the scenario.com. That's where everything is located. Subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, wherever you get podcasts. All that stuff is up there, as well as our Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. We'll get more into that later. Let's do some questions.
Yes, and thank you, everybody, for constantly sending questions because, we don't really need it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, we do.
We need
do?
it. I'm kidding. We need it.
What was the joke?
I don't know. Is that... I'm contrarianly saying we don't need you people.
Okay. You know what? From now on, you write all of them.
Say you were nice to your friend Brendan. All right, this first question.
How would you be?
Say
What sort of nice things would you say?
Act it on your friend, Brendan.
Say your friend had a birthday today and everyone forgot.
I would have no idea.
And you would. I'm letting you know you'll never forget. I talk about my birthday until the day.
Oh, yeah.
He is a big birthday month guy.
Couple days till the birthday.
Is it right now?
No, it's in June.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
not even
I will
close.
say this too: the weather is so nice that I'm starting to think about how hot this studio is going to be during the summer.
As it was when we were here this summer.
Yeah, it was so hot. First question comes from Rob Gurless. What's up, Rob? The only way to survive the cruise is to push one of your co-hosts off. Who do you push and why?
How did you know we're going on a cruise?
Well, we are going on the Celtic cruise, which we'll get into that during the plugs. But if you're around Tampa, come see us at Side Splitters.
Oh, yeah, the night before. I'll
Mhm.
be back there in June.
Yeah.
But
It's push somebody off to what? To survive?
To survive the...
is it about weight distribution? Because I think the answer is clear. If that's the problem the ship is experiencing.
Yeah, we got to throw Feeney off. We need more weight
Yeah.
and less not weight.
And less sticks.
I wish that it didn't hurt to fall from that far up.
Yeah.
Because it's probably 200 feet to fall.
Really? Off
Yeah.
a cruise?
Oh, it's so big. Dude, I was
It's like
watching...
11 stories.
I told you on Calta and Kelly, but TikTok knows I'm going on a cruise because all of my algorithm is cruise ship tips over, takes a huge rogue wave, lady jumps off the side of it, and people are like, oh shit! And then they lost her. It's bananas. All the
Pirates
things
just
that
come
can go
out
wrong.
saying the only thing they hate is podcasting.
But I would probably...
You needed that.
I knew that was going to be
sit there.
bad. And as I was saying it, I was like, don't say the only thing pirates hate worse than, because I don't know
What the other word?
what the other word was going to be, but I still said it.
But that would have given you an out.
Well, that would have been funny. I would have been boop, 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 bang. But instead I was like, the only thing worse than podcasting.
This has been Behind the Joke with the Here's the Scenario boys.
Yeah.
We're just going to let it go.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems like a weird... I do feel like falling, like Mike could use it as an opportunity to really yell on the free fall down towards the water and be like I feel like it would be a cathartic experience of
Yeah.
fall. And even like he would like punch the water as he's going towards it, as he
Create a sonic boom in the ocean.
Yeah.
I think it's Mike. We gotta throw Mike off.
Yeah.
The ship just flies
Yeah.
to land and
Yeah.
I'm left in just a dry patch of.
Yeah, just fishes flopping.
Starfishes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, if you threw me off, I would just like the wind would go underneath my wings and I would fly like a
Fly
paper
away.
airplane.
Yeah.
Feeney would just be like,
Yeah.
just get taken into an island.
Wow, didn't think I'd survive the cruise.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Rob. This next question comes from Ash.
We finally told you could survive.
That is legitimately the first time that's ever
And
happened.
you know what?
And we found funny.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need to have me covered in pudding with every
Today, the
question.
narrative died.
Today, the pudding.
All right, this comes
Crumbles.
from the pudding crumbles. This one comes from Ash_85. Hey guys, I have sort of a multi-part question for you.
Yes.
I don't think this has been asked. You're all serial killers. How would you kill your victims, i.e. strangle, stab, beat, etc.? And what sort of opportunity or circumstance, i.e. breaking into homes, stalk wildlife reserves or national parks, get a job as a truck driver, blah, 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 would you use to target and kill your victims and dispose bodies to avoid getting caught? And for shits and giggles, what would your moniker be? Love the pod. Well, we love you, and you're sick.
He just gave me all the
Twisted
answers that I
question.
needed. He gave me everything inside that. I didn't even think about it until he said it. It's
I don't know if this is a he or a she.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ash.
it's absolutely national parks because there's no cameras out there. So that's already truckers. There's easy pass. There's tolls everywhere. It's got to be national parks. And I'm buying a retired bear from the circus with some anger issues so he can be like, so I can dispose of the bodies by feeding the bear to him.
Aren't you afraid the bear is going to attack you?
No, because it's a trained circus bear, so it always obeys its master.
Did you train the circus bear, though?
You have to wear a circus
No.
hat the whole time.
I will wear a
You
circus
have to
hat.
wear
That'll
The
be my thing. I'll
conductor?
be the ringleader.
You're the ringleader. Yeah.
Wow.
What's the moniker?
I didn't think you'd land that.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the moniker?
About what?
Well,
What's
like-
my catchphrase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
You just sing the song.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you look like it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
That
terrifying.
was a pretty good.
And then
bear.
I just walk up to your tent with the bear,
We've done this before.
and I do one of these things where I'd go, I'd wait till they were sleeping in the tent, and then I'd walk up like I was some sort of, lost hitchhiker, where I'm
Yeah.
like, excuse me. And they're all jarred, and they're in their tent. The flashlight comes on. They're like, what? Who is it? Where is it? And I go, I'm very lost. Can you please come out here and help me? And then thwack.
You know what I would do?
Whack them real good.
I would stalk my victims.
Where?
On like on what's that famous street? Like the
Sunset Boulevard,
Route
66.
Route 66. And when people came by, and if they had to like stop to get gas or something.
Oh, like every 2 months when somebody rolled by the desert
Well, I mean, how often do you need to kill?
every day.
Well, in my beginning stages, this is where I would be every
gotcha.
2 months and stuff. But once it becomes every day, I'm moving to Vegas with my chainsaw, and I'm just letting people at it.
I do think the easiest way to do it would be to somehow make your own fentanyl, go to Vegas, and then
Distribute it.
distribute it to people, to whoever, like
Yeah.
anybody that
But you don't
wanna
get
kill.
the satisfaction of seeing the death.
You do, because I do real coke while they do the fentanyl, and I'm just
like-
super awake while they're just
Yeah.
choking on their own tongue.
And what would your moniker be?
The fentanyl fruitcake.
What's yours?
I like guns. You don't see many serial killers with guns.
It's
Because it's too easy to trace.
Yeah.
But my guns wouldn't be easy to trace.
Oh, they're those
I'm giving
guns.
the old, I have an invisible cloak on.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home base.
This is home base.
Yeah.
I have laser guns. That would be cool, actually. That would be difficult to trace if you had just hot lasers that you could shoot through people's bodies. So it's not even like you're shooting them.
Cauterizes the
You're
wound.
you're just cutting them in parts.
Whoa.
Like a lightsaber.
Yes.
What would your moniker be?
Well, let me rethink this. Okay.
You're changing everything.
I want to do guns. No, this is what I want to do. I want to be like the Riddler in the new Batman movie, and just leave clues and shit, and like little, question marks.
So you just want to be the Riddler.
I want to
Yeah.
do the Riddler.
I want to hear an example of a clue.
Here's a clue. I have 35 cents. One of them is in a nickel. How do you do it?
A quarter and a dime.
No. No, wait.
You are the retardler. You're not the Riddler. You're the retardler.
The retardler. Retardle me this, Batman. What's I just give you an easy.
As we know, 2 + 2 is 5. And so what is 5 minus blue?
What is 1 minus 1?
It's just
Batman.
it's just funny that all of your riddles end in wait, no.
Yeah.
That's so funny. If a fire truck is red, what is this truck? What color is this train? The retardler.
Retardle me this.
He cuts the ears off his victims because he doesn't like being touched on his.
Oh, that's a different thing.
That's Down syndrome, right, or something?
I think it's autism.
I think it's
Autism.
just a specific person.
It is autistic people, though. So
I don't like being touched on my ears.
I don't like being touched in general. I like when someone like puts their ears in my ears in their mouth.
You like that?
What?
I used
I
to
do
like
like
getting
that.
my ear licked a little bit. I didn't mind
Kind
it.
of. It depends on what they're
nibble.
doing. Like if it like tickles, whatever. But I've had girls like bite it, and I'm like,
No.
chill out, Tyson.
Dude, I had a girl in college have apparently chipmunk sharp teeth because like we were kissing and she just went fing and like bit my bottom lip and I went like this. I like shoved her off of me
Oh yeah.
because I was bleeding. I was like, what the fuck? Like that was nuts.
I made out with a girl on my birthday 1 year, like 10 years ago, and she bit the shit out of my lip, and I had a swollen lip the next day.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
No. I like a bitten lip, but
A little nibble, like a tug, a playful tug.
yeah, exactly.
Like you're a lion cub.
Yeah, don't ruin my lips.
This is my money-making lips.
Yeah,
It's my livelihood.
I don't have much of them.
Maybe she was helping you out.
Yeah, she was doing lip plumpers.
Yeah. She's just gnawing
Yeah.
your
Lip
bottom lip. with
plumpers?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's plumping
like-
your lip.
It's what every woman you see now who gets like lip injections.
Oh, yeah.
And
Is
so
that
when
what
you
they're
look at-
called? Lip plumpers?
Well, they have it almost looks like lipstick, but it's supposed to like make your lips look bigger.
Oh,
But then there's
yeah.
also the actual injection.
Because do you know it has like snake venom
Cool.
in it or something that like causes a mini allergic
Well,
reaction?
anytime you look at them from the
God.
side, they look like they have like gauze under the
Yeah.
part of their lip. It's like women don't get them.
it's so
It's fine if you
Get
have
a-
thin
just
lips.
to get
It's
a
fine.
little bit. How about that? Just a little bit. Make your lips look a little bit.
Just
like the
flick 'em.
diversity in look. Like I don't know. I find different things attractive, so the diversity in look is like a bonus. I don't want everybody to have like
Duck
touch a
lips.
downs lips.
No. What is like a surgery men can get that women are like, that's hot. I like when men get
Calf implants.
calf implants.
That was a whole episode of Entourage.
And it was an episode of that like True
True life. I
Yeah.
wanna get calf implant.
That guy was a fucking boner.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of juice heads, for
Butts.
whatever reason, they just like either don't train enough legs, can't get big legs, whatever it is, and it is the only thing that destroys them, so they have to fix it. I told that story on this pod when I said that to my gym teacher. He was this jacked up dude, yelled at me, kicked me out of class, and I literally looked at him and I was like, train legs once.
Yeah.
And then just walked out like Tupac in a courtroom. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck
and then,
you.
And then he went back to his studio apartment.
Yeah, and then it just cut himself while drinking.
What's wrong, Mike? What's wrong, baby? Mike got me again.
That cannon
That cannon kid. He's gonna be a funny guy one day.
But it'll be a steep fall.
Yeah, to my expense. Nicole, what is something, and I'm thinking butts, what is something a guy can do What surgery can a man do that would be good looking to a woman?
Hair transplant.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
hair.
Yes, of course, of course. Luckily, we all don't have a problem with.
Whoa. Machine Gun Kelly had one? Oh,
Oh,
fuck, look how
wow.
bald he is.
Oh, he had that Jude Law line that it like comes out as a fucking delta.
Oh, man. And
Why are
he's,
they?
he's not even, isn't he like 30?
He's younger.
31.
Younger than 30.
No, he's 31.
Oh, is he?
Wow.
I will say this:
Wow.
they are using the same picture though, so it's like, how can we really believe? Maybe his hair was just,
Really good
wet
What do you
that
mean?
day.
No, they have a bunch of pictures.
No,
Yeah,
the
with new
first
hairline.
picture.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, look how far back his hairline is.
Yeah, it's pushed.
Oh my God.
Oh, that
shit.
feathered look stinks. He really has.
stinks.
He has Confederate general face. Like he has that little bit of rat, like inbred face.
I'm sure if he was like your friend, you'd be like, he's an okay dude.
Click that one on the
I'm
bottom
sure.
right, Nicole. That looks
Like,
very
no,
Jude
I
Law-ish. No,
get it. I get it.
You'd be his best.
Look at
friend.
that.
If he
That's
was
a
nice
Jude
to
Law
me,
picture
yeah.
right there on the left.
I have no reason to
looks
not
like
like him, but
look what he
I can,
looks like.
I can see.
You guys were like singing dueling songs on each other. That was interesting to watch. That was like in the
Yeah, we were-
talk about Bruno moment
Yeah,
where all
yeah.
4 storylines come together. And you're like, wow, this is great.
What is that called in a musical?
I don't
When
know.
all of the songs play at the same
Medley?
time? A medley?
No,
Yeah,
that's
what-
when you go from that's the
You're
hits
talking
from
about
one song
the-
to another.
But you're talking about overture. It's what they do at the beginning of every play.
Yeah.
No, they
At
say,
the beginning of
they
every
say it
play,
in,
they do the whole musical score of the entire thing.
They say it in the South Park movie. They go, "When did this song become up?" It might be medley or something.
No.
Anyway, whatever. I'll be friends with Machine Gun Kelly. Next question. TC Ruck asks, used to hang out with this former prostitute and she got offered $10,000 to suck a dog's dick on camera. Would you do it?
It's not nearly enough money.
And
oh
if
my
not,
God, is
how
that
much would
so
you need?
low?
10 million.
On camera, I'd suck a dog's dick for $10,000, not on camera. But on camera is you're using my likeness.
You're profiting off of my name.
Yeah.
Well, that-
wait a minute. Are you monetizing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you taking ads?
Yeah, where's this gonna be, and how can I get a cut of it?
How
Yeah.
long will this live?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Is it this in perpetuity?
Yeah, do I get? What am I getting royalties, or you just? What do I
No,
get?
you're getting a buyout.
I'm getting a buyout.
And that's 10K.
How many views will the video get?
Doesn't matter.
Will it help you draw on the
Will it help
road?
me draw on the road?
It won't.
You're going to have a front row of beagles.
Yeah.
They're going to be lined up for the meet and greet.
Yeah, they're all lined up. I'm in the back with like a perm and like a shiny.
Yeah.
But
They're like, we
no-
don't care about his thin lips. We brought our own lipstick.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I would do it for $10,000.
Got it. You're dumb. What? On camera?
Suck a
Not
dog's
on camera.
dick? I'm not.
Yes. You don't
Yeah.
you don't say it in a smile and
What?
expect it to change
Bestiality?
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that slimy red lipstick that slides out of its fur. You're gonna put that on your tongue and suck it to completion for
Completion.
10. Yeah, for 10K, which is not even a year rent.
And it's not even a
not.
year of therapy, which you'll need many of.
Yeah.
No. I will not need therapy. for
Brendan
that.
loves dogs. Look at his tattoo.
I love dogs. This
Yeah.
dog,
That's why his
I
dog's
jerk off to
slobbering.
this dog.
Yeah.
No, I think because it's a dog, you don't look at it like you're sucking its dick. You're just going like, "Oh, I'm fucking with this animal." Like if it was a person,
What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
Dude,
I don't like how quickly you can go to a different place mentally
Yeah.
during immense trauma.
you just imagine that you're playing.
It's like cutting
with
its
it.
nails. You know what I mean?
It's
You're
not.
It couldn't be
There
less
isn't
like
a
that.
sexual thing about it. You
Oh, except for the dog going.
And the dog
Oh, you're-
having an erection in your
Yeah.
mouth.
besides the dog
The
going,
dog
you write that? Yeah, you write that?
Good one, Raggy.
I'm gonna rum
On your tits.
Put a rum.
I'm gonna rum. I'm gonna rum.
So like 10 million, I guess, is like the better number.
I'll do it for $10,000.
All right.
That's cool to know, man.
That's like
I'll do
easily
it.
raisable on a Kickstarter. And then
Raise that money,
yeah.
and I will suck a dog's dick
And
on
then
camera.
And then
Patreon.com/scenario pod.
no, that's I don't want that felony on our page.
Oh,
but
it
I
is,
will,
right?
yeah, big felony. But then I
Is that
will,
a felony?
yeah, but I
To
will.
suck a dog's dick is a felony.
To do it that favor.
Sorry.
But I am excited of like raising the money, and then just as like we have the amount of cash there, and then once you've finished the act, you get arrested, and then Mike and I can split the cash.
Yeah. Ugh,
That's
Brendan
not a
just
part of the
wiping
deal.
off.
That's
his
not a
mouth.
part of it. It is. It's
What
our
kind of
part
dog?
of it.
What kind of dog?
Any
German
dog.
Shepherd.
I'll do like a beagle or something, or like some sort of Shih Tzu or
You
whatever.
stay away from Jeet.
I'll because their dicks are small. I don't want a big dick dog. I don't want it to feel like a.
What's a
dick.
big dick dog?
I don't know, like
Can you look
Mastiff?
up, Nicole, what
Mastiff.
dog
Biggest
has the
dick?
biggest dick?
yeah. Will we get taken off of YouTube for
No.
having?
Great Dane.
Great Dane, probably. But
Probably
who
Great
knows?
Dane.
Maybe they have like the Brendan Fraser and Bedazzled.
No,
dick.
no balls though. No balls on the dog. I don't
But it
want
has to come.
actually come. You
No,
can
it
has
come
to.
without
It's
balls.
neutered.
You just can't come.
How do you, what?
I don't know if that's true.
That's not true because all of the seminal fluid, including sperm, etc., is originated in the testes and scrotal sac.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do it. Convoy on sucking a dog's dick.
Whoa, what kind of dog is that?
Cane Corso.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is.
Mastiff. Can you
Mastiff.
Google though which dog has the biggest? Is that what you did? Oh, what dog's got the biggest?
No, she
Yeah,
just
it
showed
said
you.
Mastiff and Great Dane, but this is also
Nice.
a big ass dog.
That is a big
Can we
dog.
show this on camera?
No.
A dog? Yeah.
No, like
Can we show it?
We're not
dog?
showing the
Can we
dick size
Google a
of the dog.
Mastiff's dick?
No, we're
No.
not doing
What?
that.
Why?
Brendan,
we can't
do it
show-
on your own time, Mr. $10,000.
I'm the
You're gonna get
$10,000
you're gonna
man.
get a bunch of offers. Respect yourself. Do it for 15.
Look, I'm gonna negotiate.
Against yourself.
Against-
I'll do it for 8.
Yeah, they're like 6.
All right, y'all. We got a couple of Patreon questions that we didn't get to on the Patreon that we're reading for the free one. Is this our first time doing this?
No, we did it last week.
We did it last week. So
But again, here's the scenario.com for all things podcast. Subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, all that stuff helps us. It's free for you. Share it with a friend. Word of mouth is the most beneficial way. People like really respect everybody's opinion, so they start listening to
Yeah.
shows if you corner them at a party. And if you want to support us financially, patreon.com/scenario pod. We do 2 bonus episodes per week, one similar to this show, and then another one that's more similar to Irish Goodbye Podcast, RIP. And it's super fun. Blunts with the boys. We have a great time, and we do all additional content, add individual content on there as well. And I know we all have dates, March 4th or March 5th and 6th, I think. Do you know? Or do you have your dates up?
8th is the Side Splitters show.
9th.
the 9th is the
Ninth.
Side Splitters show.
March 4th through 5th, I'm going to be in Seattle at Laughs. Come out to that. I know Feeney was just there, and he said it was an
Really
awesome
fun.
club, and a
Great
bunch of
club.
people came out. So come out to that. Seattle Laughs, March 4th through 5th. The 9th, we're at Tampa Side Splitters. Me, Feeney, Sagalow, Bobby Kelly, and Mike Calta. I mean, I'm pretty sure Calta
gonna
can
be
snap
awesome.
his fingers, and it's going to be sold out. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Just get tickets if you hear this.
yeah.
But that's going to be a fantastic show. And then the 10th through the 13th or 14th, whichever one of those, 14th, we are going to, we're going to be on the cruise, the Celtic cruise.
I'm
Very
so psyched
excited
for that.
So pumped. We're going to be shooting a ton of content. Me, Sags, Bob, and Fiend Dog. It's going to be great. And then I'll be in Aruba March 20th through the 25th.
Good
How
for
sick
you,
is this,
dude.
dude?
Good for
Seattle,
you, man. You
Seattle,
have such a-
Tampa to Mexico, Aruba, and then Nicole and I, March
Don't forget.
31st.
No, don't forget on going to Pennsylvania.
Oh, and then Emmaus.
Theater.
The Emmaus Theater.
That's the most exotic.
Let's really get guys.
push that.
People get tickets
Yeah.
for that because people have been asking about it. Just buy tickets now. And when you buy tickets, send us a little tweet or something, being like, "Hey, I got tickets. I'm coming to the show.
Yeah.
I want to pack this thing
It's
out."
also going to be so fucking killer because it's the 3 of us doing stand up,
Yeah.
and then we're also going to be doing the pod. It's going to be a great time, super fun. It's my birthday weekend. Make a girl feel special.
Hell yeah.
I'm super excited for that. And then, the 31st through the 2nd, Nicole and I are going to be in fucking Alaska. So
That is
that's
so-
pretty sweet.
yeah, that's cool. I mean,
Two cities to be determined. I don't know, this guy just refuses to send me information. It's insane.
yeah, and also just follow us on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Follow me and Feeney on Twitch. I am Sags2Riches. Feeney is NY Freshmaker. Is it or I do this every
Just
time.
NY.
NY Freshmaker. We are kicking ass, taking names. Feeney's been going crazy with Twitch, just setting it all up. I'm ignoring it like a bad thing.
And then having stress and anxiety about it.
And then having stress and anxiety about it.
But we
But
played
were
last
playing.
night. It was fun. We played with Butterly and Shuley. It was a great time.
Good time. And as far as my road dates, April 1st, I will be at Nick's in Boston. Doing my own hour.
There we go.
Little kid going off on the road. So come on out, please.
Are you taking the Excel up there?
What?
You taking the Excella up there?
No, I'll probably drive. So come on out to see that and come say hi. Maybe I'll have some more merch that I can be yelled at for having.
Oh, that's your show, buddy. That's
I know.
for
I
you
know.
to sell.
No, I was talking about that dude who was like, "What? Who would ever buy this?"
You said that?
Yeah, there was a guy, and I just went, "Fuck this guy."
He was just one of those guys that liked us, but also thought it was gay to be a fan.
Uh-huh.
So he
Yeah.
was just like trying to put us down, yet not leaving. And after a while, we were both like, "All right, buddy."
Yeah.
Like,
We were also
go fishing.
so high at that point. Like first show, we're whatever. After we're shaking hands, kissing
oh,
babies
we had
and
weed
stuff.
syrup.
We had weed syrup that we were both drinking on stage. So by the time that was happening, I was like, I'm going in the green room. I can't be here. I'm
Yeah, I
too
need
high for this.
shelter.
And I am doing a run in Los Angeles again. I haven't been out there since 2020 of January,
God.
since right before the world ended.
Nice.
So I already have 3 or 4 shows booked out there, so I'm excited to do that and try and do some podcasts as well. So that'll be in the second week of April. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post them as we get closer. But listen to this week. Listen to Snarky. Listen to the solo pod that I do with Nicole. Produces it. She makes such killer graphics. You can watch on my YouTube, youtube.com/Mike Feeney Comedy. And I also do a bonus episode for the Patreon every single week. So it is a ton. You should never ever be like, I wish Mike would do more podcasts. There's so many podcasts. If 4 hours a week isn't enough for you, I can't possibly provide more. This pace is killing me.
Anyway, back to the questions.
Please, somebody offer me a writing job or something so I
Yeah.
can stop this hell. This treadmill of hell I'm on. It just keeps getting faster. I just want to lay down. My calves hurt.
You need a calf?
Get implants.
Yeah.
All right, this one comes from Sean at the Patreon. He had 2. Tell us something about someone's personality which turned you off immediately. I'll tell you something that came up pretty immediately. I did this show, and it was like a talk show weed thing, whatever, and went on a little long. But the lady that did it is nice. Anyway, she's talking about her dating app profile, and she said right now her dating app profile says, lawyer by day, comedian by night. If you can't handle that, swipe left. And I was like, if you're coming into something and you're like, you can't handle me, I'm gonna go, yep, and I'm just gonna keep. I am going to swipe left. Like
Maybe she's not trying to get Derek from Sum 41.
She'd be lucky to have you.
yeah.
I love how
I find
Brendan
myself more of a Tom DeLonge. but-
attacks this woman when he's the exact opposite of who she's trying to attract.
Of course, but I mean, can't I attack people?
Of course, please.
That's why I got into this business.
And I,
She wants
and I
the
gotta do
business
it
No,
to
but
attack
podcast.
you.
she's looking for, submissive beta cook.
I don't. Well, okay. I don't.
No one's gonna have like a strong,
Point is, I don't give a shit what she's looking for, but that is something that annoys me. Is when someone's like immediate attitude is like
Challenging.
is challenging. It's
Yeah.
like it's put the walls down, sweetheart. All right.
Why don't you smack her on the butt while she walks by?
Yeah, go get me some coffee, Toots.
What about you, Cannon?
I mean, I think condescension is like my least favorite attribute in any type of person. Somebody who instantly believes that they're smarter and better, and they
Yeah.
talk to you in a way where they just truly believe to their core that you're lower than them. That there's nothing that drives me to violent thoughts quicker
Mm.
than that. Like the feeling of being disrespected off rip, because
Yeah.
it's like, I didn't even do anything. Like I pride myself on actually approaching pretty much everybody with the exact same attitude, enthusiasm. Hey, eye contact, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I start everybody at an A.
Yeah.
You get dropped down to an F. Some people start people at an F. Some people start people at a C and let them go either way. I start people at an A.
Me too.
I start people at an A.
Because I want to start there.
I hope
Yeah.
for everything. But I hope
for everything.
I hope for everything, and then
That's your next T-shirt, sweetie.
well, that's the name of my next album. Hope for everything, and I'm constantly disappointed, and it's always with this especially. It's always by people that work in places, and then I'm coming in and I'm trying to be nice, and I get it if you're tired or whatever, but that ain't my problem. You know what I mean? It
should be on an individual basis, or at least it was for me when I worked in frustrating work environments where I didn't carry over something from this person to then that table, or if I was an IT guy from this person to that person. If anything, I'd like kvetch and bitch to other people about that and use it to kind of ingrate. It's like anybody that does that is a fuckhead.
Yeah, I also hate people. I'm sorry, we didn't even say yours, but
I don't even know yet.
Well,
I'm still thinking because you guys, those are two big ones.
Sincerely hate people that pass the buck when you're trying to get something.
Oh, I'm dealing with it right now, sweetie.
I hate it so much,
dude. Ask Nicole. It's like for my fucking special taping, there was like a certain thing that was supposed to happen that is
Big
why I paid.
fireworks at the
No, I paid an extra amount of money basically to ensure that there was no table service, right? That we bought out the entire theater. They didn't have to worry about the bar. That's what I paid a lot of fucking money for that. Yet there was very active table service.
Yeah.
And they had like a record night because all of my friends and fans are alcoholics.
Yeah.
And which is cool, whatever. Now I'm trying to get the fucking money back that I overpaid because they have a certain fee that was then set for table service. So it's like, okay, then that's the fee that I pay because it didn't happen. It's like, I'm okay with moving on because the night went well, but you have to make it right and give me my fucking money back.
Yeah.
And instead, everybody's passing the buck to everybody else. There's
No one
emails
wants to
going
get in
out.
trouble.
And it's like, this is the most simple fucking thing on earth. It has nothing to do with the evening. It has nothing to do with opinion on production or anything like that. Because they're like, I think it was good, okay. It went okay anyway. I'm like, that's irrelevant. What's relevant is like the money. Like you have a set cost at this. You have a set cost at this. It's on your website. This is what it is. Just give me the money. I give you cash.
that is so
that's
insane.
annoying.
I went to
Especially when it comes to money.
Yeah.
I went to a bank once, and I walk into the bank, and I go to the girl at the register or whatever, and I go, I have all this change, and I go, can I make this things and put it into my account? And she was like, well, you have to put it into a thing. And I was just like, okay, well, you don't have a counter, like a change counter behind there? Like supermarkets have that. And she was like, no, we don't. And I go, oh, and I was cool with it. Look, I'm okay with it. I understand. Like this is my first time doing this. I will put it in the things. I don't care. I will count it. But I go, that's nuts. And she's like, I don't know. And I went, you don't know? And I'm standing at this, and I'm going completely against my my instinct to not cause a scene at a bank. And I'm going, you don't know? And she's like, no.
You're like, nobody move.
And I go, well, looks like we're robbing. But I go, it's pretty nuts that there are banks in the world that don't have change counters behind. Like
you don't provide a basic thing.
Now, I will say this,
customers.
to her credit, the only bank that I've ever heard that does that is TD Bank. They were known for that, and they don't even do it anymore.
Sure.
Only ShopRite does.
ShopRite, and they Coinstar, and they take like 11%.
Yeah, but that wasn't even my point. My point is, I'm going, that's crazy, right? And she's going, I can't really say. And I was like, you can't say? I was like, that's nuts, isn't it? That there's a bank that doesn't have something to count currency? I'm like, please, that's nuts, right? And she's going, I don't know. She refuses to agree with me. Refuses to even have an opinion. Hold on. To even have an opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
She refuses. And I'm going, you're not going to get in trouble here. And I start going like, I just need you to say your opinion.
There's a guy underneath the counter. There's a guy underneath the counter next to her legs holding a gun going, don't fucking say anything about the coins.
He's a giant coin.
Don't agree with the coin. A giant Lincoln penny.
yeah, robbing it, wearing
It's like one of those
wearing a
one of
giant
those
ski
one of those
mask.
pennies that is like takes like 2 quarters and a penny to do, and you roll it up at a gas stop.
So I'm saying to her, this is, you don't have an opinion on this? And she's like, she's like, I can't say whatever. And I start kind of getting louder and being like, I just need to hear you tell me that this is crazy, because this is crazy. And then she's still like she's not
Scared?
saying anything and scared. And then her manager, which is hilarious, like the manager was like a bigger version, like it looked like the next evolution of people that work there. It was like a Pokemon thing. And she comes over and she goes, is there a problem? And I go, I brought change to the bank. I brought change to the bank and I didn't count it. I thought there would be a counter here and there's not a counter. And I go, and I don't care. I go, but isn't that insane?
Yeah.
And the manager's like, what do you mean? And I go, well, that there are banks without things that can count what we consider currency. And the manager goes, it sure is. And I go, thank you. That's all I want. I'm looking right at the girl. I go, that's all I wanted is for an opinion on something.
Brendan just like Ben Stiller at the end of Meet the Parents, where he's like, he won't give up his bag, or he's like, I don't care about the coins. I just want to do what I want to do. And that's all I want to do. And if you want my coins, you could just rip them from my cold hard hand. Back off, bitch.
That's exactly
If I was that manager, I would have been like, what is this really about?
Yeah.
And that's
Started
exactly
hysterically
it.
crying.
Yes, it was for sure about something else.
Yeah.
And I was just letting that poor 23-year-old have it.
I mean, yeah, what is she going to disparage the place that she works at that pays her? Or
I think
just
she
I'm
could have
not
just been like,
asking
I think
for
she could
any-
have just been like, yeah, I guess all banks should have that.
And I would have loved that. And I would have been like, thank you. I will be right back.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be honest, if a waving lunatic with bleached hair and finger tattoos
Holding a milk crate, a Snapple jar of fucking.
saying, isn't it crazy that nobody can count
This is
these?
insane. This is insane.
Nobody knows how to count change?
I think there's somewhere in the middle. I think
If anything, you just agree with the raving lunatic
Yeah.
to get
Yes.
it away.
Yeah,
Now,
that's true. I would have been like, you're right, sir.
you would have
free
definitely,
sandwiches. And
Yeah,
you'd be like,
exactly.
what?
You'd-
here's the thing I
The
hate.
cops would have taken me away.
I hate when anybody, like we were saying earlier, I don't like when someone doesn't start us at an A.
Yeah.
I want to be started as an A. I hate when I get started as an F with somebody. Not only does there's a part of it that you're like, well, I'll fucking show you I'm not an F. I'll fucking
Yeah.
wait till how you're gonna feel so stupid when I win you over. And then there's a part of you that goes like, I'm mad I even have to waste my fucking time trying to win you over because you
Yeah.
didn't even realize how good of a fucking person I can be.
I can't believe you want to win them over.
Yeah,
when anybody
well,
drops
sometimes
me,
we have to, especially if they're like in the
Sometimes we have
industry.
to,
yeah, but even then, it's like when somebody starts me at an F, I am like a social Muhammad Atta, and I just drive that plane into the fucking ground as fast as possible, dude. I don't want you to like me because I hate you, and I'm gonna.
But then you're
So
but,
funny,
then,
dude.
but then you're proving their point,
That's
which
fine.
makes them
That's
do
fine.
that, and other people do
I
it
actually,
more.
you know what? No, I'm gonna show them that F isn't the floor.
Yeah.
that we can get
There's-
Z in this bitch.
yeah. We're gonna start getting to some Greek alphabets.
Pie, Brendan's favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Here comes another question from Sean at the Patreon. 15 years in the future, democracy in the States has collapsed. Where are you and what are you doing? Democracy? I'm in a fucking forest in a cabin somewhere, just trying to live off the land, be a better
Yeah.
man.
What forest? You have to specifically know.
Rainforest?
I've never been asked what forest before.
Mm. Do you-
I would
Because I know exactly where I would want to go.
Canada.
And it's only from one. I read one interview about Michael Keaton when like Birdman was coming out. It might have been Vanity Fair or something like that. Like it was a sprawling spread about this guy. And his life in Montana sounds like the ultimate. When I want to see you, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Type shit. Like he just lives on a fucking ranch. He's got dogs. He's got trucks. He tends to his land. He like, it just sounds like such a fucking sweet. And all the views in Montana are like
Unbelievable.
insane.
Yeah.
I've never been there. It's one of the states that I like am dying to go to. I would love to do that. Just
Yeah,
live
Wyoming,
on a weird
too, I
open
heard good
space.
things about.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
From Yale.
I'll do that.
I'll do that. I'll just live in like your guest house. and I'll work on your farm with you.
Okay. What are you good at? Job interview.
Learning.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're the opposite at good at learning.
I'm so good
You're bad at
learning. I'm not bad at learning. I just
Who out of any of people who have ever taught you anything would say Brendan is good at absorbing information and
Look,
then putting
sometimes
it.
you just can't teach a fish to fly, okay? But I'm good at stuff. And I can take care of your land, sir.
You're hired. You're hired.
He knows he can pay you pennies.
Now,
Yeah,
you
but
take
don't take him to the
change.
I would go to I would have to go. I mean, Montana sounds nice as views and everything, but then when it's like cold and I have to like fix a woodshed and all that, I would just put me in the Caribbean. I'll be in like some like Turks and Caicos, like some sort, or like some.
How
place.
are you gonna get there though? Everything's collapsed.
So what? There's still boats and planes, aren't there?
Would you know how to drive a boat if like you happened upon it?
Boats are like the easiest thing. Boats are the one vehicle that you don't need a license to drive a boat.
Right. But I mean on like real chop.
Oh yeah, if I'm in the open ocean, like navigating and stuff. No, but there's so much like
What a nightmare that would be.
there's so much like navigation now. Like my uncle's thing, it's so crazy. Like his little fishing boat that we go out on, like it shows the fish by sonic. Like it like
Whoa.
you can
like-
drive and then it'll be like it'll show like the pinging of like the fish moving below the
Whoa.
boat. It'll be like, oh, there's 2 schools of fish 50 feet down from here. It's nuts. dude.
Whoa.
Like
And
so
Do the pings come up as little beads?
they look
or
like
do
little
fish?
goldfish. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I watched Brendan ask that with the hope of a child that it would
Yeah.
be the outline
Now,
of a fish.
Is it an outline of a fish?
Is there a drawing or is it just a little
But it's pretty cool. Yeah. So I think if I can go to the Caribbean, I can easily like, live off fucking mangoes and guacamole
Yeah.
and tequila.
And if you let me come with you,
I'll tend your beach.
I'll
Yeah.
tend your feet.
He's just raking
will.
the sand.
I will clean your coconut bras.
That would be great, dude. Oh,
I will make a coconut bra for you. Okay, this one comes from Kane at the Patreon. Any gay experiences?
That's it?
not a
Any gay
Not necessarily
experiences?
a-
Just like
scenario.
jerking off in the same room as friends.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
My first kiss ever was a boy.
really.
Was a boy. Yeah.
I mean, that's by definition
substantial.
a gay experience.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like we're gay, we were just playing and
You
We're-
kind of like that.
I kind of liked it.
Was it open mouth?
No, so I'll tell you what happened.
Tell it slow.
There were 2 little boys. It was my friend who lived on my block.
Uh-huh.
Probably doesn't want me to say his name.
Let's beep
Certainly not the
out.
full name.
So BS, BS2, the only man that
Oh.
knew my struggle,
Full of BS.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were playing in his backyard, and we must have been like 14. No, we must have been like 8 or 9,
Mhm.
maybe 7, maybe 5. No, but it was definitely like 6, 7, 8, 9, around there. And we're playing in his backyard, and we're playing like I'm a prince, and he's captured in his treehouse. And I say
So he was playing a girl?
he was playing a girl,
Okay.
and he's in the treehouse, and I slay whatever monster that it was. I think it was like the hammock, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "You're my hero," and he grabbed my head and he kissed me. And it was the first time someone ever kissed me before like that, and it was
You were like, you stole this experience from me.
yeah, well, it's different experiences. Like my first like makeout sesh was with a lady.
Hold on. Let's get back.
Now wait, is he a straight male now?
Yeah. I actually I looked him up recently on something.
He's
and,
the one that got away.
He's the one.
Oh my
Found myself
god.
on his Facebook at
Roll
2
one.
a.m.
with wine in a snuggie. I'm on his Facebook.
And he's just scrolling through. It looks like he's doing well, and he goes, "That's good."
I think
Good
he's
for him."
married with a woman, and in school he was always like he's one of those dudes that like sounds kind of feminine and gay. So I was always convinced he was gay, but
Maybe he is.
maybe
He's not.
I mean he got with he was like He had no problem in the lady department. He probably just wasn't nervous with them. You know what I mean? So, but he's a good guy. I don't know where he lives.
There was a kid in my high school that was for sure like
He's a good guy. I don't know where he lives.
But that was my first experience. He kissed me right on the mouth.
Wow.
there was a kid in my high school that who was like class president, very flamboyant, and this guy, I still think that I don't think he's ever like come out, and maybe there's a moonshot chance that he's not gay, I guess, but like absolutely, like I'll put all my chips
Moonshot
in.
chance.
Yeah. I'll put all my chips in. But he always like all his friends were just girls, like he loved to gossip. I mean, it was like
He loves
stereotype.
Is so funny.
it was like a stereotype
So do
of
we, though.
yeah.
We're three queens.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
3 hens.
Yeah, but it was and he shared my last name too. He was just a different Feeney in the
How many
school.
Feenies are there?
A lot.
It's like
Ireland is
6.
vast.
Oh my god.
Ireland is vast.
So that guy was gay, but you've never had any.
I didn't
gay
make out with him. No.
No.
No, he just saw him.
Have you ever had a gay experience? Because we know about the masturbating in front of friends. Now we know that my first love was a man.
My first love.
We also used to play hide and seek in the dark, bottomless, but with girls.
What?
Also,
That's
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
but with girls.
That's
also,
crazy.
Yeah, but were they
Was there-
bottomless?
they were nude too. Yeah,
That's-
yeah. It was naked tag.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah, Yeah.
Naked tag.
in 8th grade.
They didn't
8th and
have-
9th grade.
And no, everybody still had their shirts on?
That's too early.
Maybe it was just
Were
me.
there-
Maybe I
yeah.
was just Winnie the Poohing it. But I mean, yeah.
Were there adults in the house?
No.
somewhere?
No, also we did it. We would always do it at my friend Timmy's house. His parents were never home. He always had parties all the time, even when we were in middle school. And then we did it on the 8th grade trip in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Well, actually, I didn't do it. I think other people did it.
Did the girls have pubes?
Yeah,
Wow.
I fingered a girl.
But you were in the dark.
7th grade. 7th grade.
Do you guys were you like touching each other and stuff? I mean, there's tag, of course, but where's it like?
It was like rough housing / if you were like hooking up with the chick, then it was like, you jostlate on her leg for a minute.
Did you have a boner the entire time?
No. Yeah. I mean, I had a boner all the time.
One time I went to this girl Nikki's house with a bunch of my friends. It was like her and her other friend Lindsay, I think. And then
Why are we naming anyone?
I'm just setting the
Getting to the next question.
But I do want to say we were the whole night we were spraying Lysol on the wall and like sniffing it, trying to get high. So we'd spray Lysol on the wall and then walk up to the wall and go and just do that, feel nothing but act like we're high, probably poisoning ourselves. And then we played a little game where you
Probably.
turn off the lights, you try to move somewhere else, and I put my face right into Nikki's vagina.
On purpose?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. I mean, it was like that, and everybody would be touching each other.
And how old
stuff.
are you?
13, 14,
Let's
maybe.
let's say
solved, I
she
guess.
was cool with it.
She was cool with it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's just.
Yeah, we ended up, yeah, it was cool. Everybody was cool.
Yeah. Slip right past that assault into another.
Into
question.
another. Okay, this comes from my buddy and former bandmate, Dan Reiser.
Danny.
And he played the bass.
Me too.
Here's the scenario. The three of you enter a beer pong tournament. I know some of you don't drink anymore, but humor me. You each choose a famous person from history as your partner, living or dead. Who do you choose and who is winning the tournament? Also, since I came up with a scenario, I would pick Andre I like this. He's going, this is mine.
Yeah.
I like that. More people should do that. I came up with Andre the Giant, the greatest drinker in history, as my partner, and would win said tournament.
See, now here's
That's a good answer.
here's why it's not a good answer. Can I tell you?
Because he's big.
No, because he doesn't have a winner's mentality. Because you're only drinking if you're losing. If you're sinking your cups, then you're winning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like fucking, Will Chamberlain or something like the greatest. I want the greatest free
Stephen
throw
A.
shooters
Smith.
of all time on my
Stephen A.
Stephen A. Smith.
So we could talk basketball. No, I don't know. Who was I trying to say? Who's the guy?
You
who
were
was-
saying
Curry?
Stephen A.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get Jordan because he's such a competitive sociopath that he'd will us to victory, and he's an
That
alcoholic.
is a perfect.
Oh yeah,
answer.
he's great. I'll
Yeah.
go with Jordan.
Yeah, convoy on Michael Jordan. That's a good. That's a yeah.
with his jaundice eyes.
Yeah, did you see that video of him like challenging Magic Johnson?
He's
to-
dude.
and he like walked up. He's like,
He's like, he's
out of his
right now.
mind.
yeah. He's like, let's go right
Get your
now.
shoes
dude.
on.
just instantly pissed. Instantly
Well,
on
but
the
that's
verge of
because-
being pissed at all times. What
But
is he,
that was
me?
also because he called Jordan out. He was like, "Oh, the
Oh.
old dog's here." He called
Yeah,
him an
yeah.
old dog, so he was just like, "Get your shoes right now." That's
Yeah.
all it takes to get Jordan going.
Oh
Isn't
my
it so funny? And
God.
I don't know if you guys pay attention to like NBA Twitter as much as me, or like just the social media of the All-Star game. But like, did you see the thing of Jordan and LeBron embracing each other?
No.
It was a big video because like they don't talk. It's
Yeah.
like I mean,
crazy.
Jordan and Kobe were friends. Like, and Kobe was that guy. Like, next to be Jordan, whatever. And Jordan like took him under his wing. Jordan, for whatever reason, has either always been threatened by LeBron, doesn't like him, like whatever. They just haven't talked for
Took
like
his number.
for like his entire, and because he loves him. LeBron
Yeah.
loves him. He's his idol.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, I'll never talk to you.
Whoa.
So it's been this whole thing. That's why LeBron stands versus Jordan stands. It's like a clash of morons on social media. Nobody gives a shit. It's like Braveheart
Yeah.
of virgins just cascading into each other on Twitter constantly. So Jordan and LeBron at the All-Star game, they did the celebration of the 75th greatest players ever. They wheeled out all these players. It was really cool. Dennis Rodman's on fucking mescaline in a hoodie, like just being like, whatever. And then there's a video of Jordan and LeBron like finally embracing each other and hugging and like looking at each other lovingly and with respect. And it's
Wow.
like NBA.
Oh,
it was
a double closed fist hug
Dude.
is
Oh my
is
God.
indicative of like crying.
Yeah. Dude, this is like, imagine this. This is your fucking hero. He's finally kind of like, hey man, I mean, that's fucking
Are we gonna
awesome.
get taken down for this video?
No, probably not.
No.
But it was
I
a
can't believe how much taller LeBron is than
yeah.
Jordan.
He's at least 2 inches.
Oh my god,
He's like
that's
4.
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
But also it acted as like almost a social media basketball peace summit where like everybody was like 2 goats. We gotta celebrate greatness. It's like everybody argues over who, whatever the fuck. It's like I have been the most privileged basketball fan of all time because my early youth was floated by the greatest of all time, and then my adult whatever was floated by the greatest of all time.
Man.
It's crazy, dude. Why can't everybody have that goddamn perspective?
I'm gonna cry.
I love
Honestly,
basketball
this is
so
such
much.
a-
I love it
I don't
so
even
much.
care that much about basketball. This whole
I think
thing.
if you were like, if you grew up in like the 70s, you'd be even more appreciative because you'd have like Magic and Larry and then Jordan and then LeBron. I mean, it's like,
But they, I mean, well, 80s, I guess, early 80s. But even then, like, you almost don't look at LeBron the same as I do. Like, I'm the same age as LeBron James. He
Wow.
means a lot to me. Like, he is fucking awesome. He met the call at the highest level where he's been on fucking magazine covers since he was 16 years old. He was born to a 16-year-old. They lived in extreme poverty. He was, minted as the GOAT as a child and then continued to meet every single expectation with the biggest stumble of them all was the fucking decision where he still managed to donate millions of dollars to the Boys and Girls Club while making himself into a villain on the Miami Heat, all that shit. And sure, he's an idiot about China. I don't care. I don't care. Jordan's been running slave shops for 40 years at
if
this
there's
point. Who
one
gives
thing-
a shit?
There's one thing I could get rid of. It's hearing sports athletes' opinions on anything but the sport they play.
Mm.
Anything.
Well, that's shut up and dribble, and I don't subscribe to that.
I find that with every athlete for
'Cause
everything.
That's racist.
Mm-hmm.
If
Shut
like
up and dribble.
if Mike Trout wants to tell me about why we need to go to Iran to look for oil, I'd be like, don't want to hear about it. Greatest baseball player, probably one of the greatest. I mean, definitely
Yeah.
the greatest in the last 40 years, and couldn't care less what you have to say. You're a
Sure.
You're a gladiator.
But
You're
the-
here for entertainment.
The social stuff I kind of understand.
Yeah, the
using
taking a
platform,
knee
et
is
cetera,
in
whatever.
basketball is a different thing for sure. But I'm talking about like him talking
Yeah,
about
government
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, and geopolitical issues. It's different. I'm talking like social, racial, civil rights stuff as a vaulted black athlete is different than what should we do about Israel and Palestine?
Right.
you
It just
know?
sucks because now it's all a hodgepodge mashed together where everybody needs an opinion on
Yeah.
everything. And if you don't offer an opinion on something, but you had a strong opinion about something else, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I see a lot of that on like TikTok or whatever YouTube where there's a music group that has an opinion, like people that might start becoming political, and then all the comments are like, I don't care what Eminem has to say about the president, just rap. And that I feel I'm like, well, no, he's rapping how he feels about something that's in his
Well,
life.
that was funny. They were talking about the kneeling and how disrespectful it was. And he was like, it was during his song.
Yeah.
It's not even during the anthem, which is apparently the problem in the first place.
Yeah, and also maybe he was kneeling for Tupac.
And also,
they were
let's
quite-
get it
He
out.
used
Okay,
to
yeah,
do
let's get it
white
out.
America. He always used to do
Yeah.
political.
Also, he owes his entire fucking career to Black America. He needs to do exactly what they say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Eminem should be surgically removing a knee from him. Surgically
should have
removing
no
his
knees.
leg. Yeah. Okay. This next question.
How many
comes-
more questions we got?
We got 3 more questions. We're at this much time.
Okay.
We're at this many's.
We're at this many's time, so we probably can't get to all 3 of them, but we'll try to do what we can. Hey, this comes from Anthony Connolly. Hey guys, it's the condiments question. I don't know if you've ever answered this before, but here it goes. You get 5 condiments / sauces for the rest of your life. A different one will come out of each finger. Which sauce and which one comes out of your
5.
pointer finger?
You got
Hot sauce comes out of the pointer finger.
Gotta love
for
that. Not sure if anybody asked you, but what condiment will come out of your pointer finger?
Yeah. All the voices in my head keep asking me this. So I don't know if you've heard this.
Which
before.
sauce?
Hot sauce would
What
come out.
kind of hot sauce?
The hottest sauce in the world, so that I
you don't
hate
have a
hot
good.
sauce.
so I can use it as a weapon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think just regular hot sauce would hurt pretty bad.
yeah.
If I like did it in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like only thinking joy here. I'm
Yeah,
like, what do I put on?
barbecue.
Yeah, I'm going soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
That El Yucateca green hot sauce. I'm doing a salad dressing, like a balsamic vinaigrette, so that way I can have for salads when I'm trying to be healthy. I would do what other condiments? I mean, I don't really use barbecue sauce that much,
I love barbecue.
so I don't know that it would be a
I
necessary
eat nuggets
component
5 times a week.
with barbecue sauce.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what are
2-year-old.
what are 2 other condiments that I would use
Ketchup.
a lot. A ketchup would have to be one, just because, And then the last one, maybe I'd do something like a Hershey syrup, something like that to make chocolate. milk,
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
good. Good for- I'm doing just off of Feeney's recommendations as far as food goes. I'm doing exactly that.
Okay,
I'm gonna do exactly that and just hope for the best.
Me too, except Melinda's hot sauce.
that's fine.
Yeah, or like some sort of Jack Daniel's barbecue.
If you
sauce.
don't get a fucking sponsorship at some point,
Melinda's?
Melinda?
it's every episode since Irish Goodbye
I love
started.
it so much. I love it so much. It's so good.
They're like, we haven't even heard of you, which would kill you.
No, and I'd understand if a hot sauce brand didn't hear about a foul-mouthed comedian podcaster.
I would love to see the picture of you holding the CEO and like this.
I'm just shooting him with hot sauce out of my finger.
Yeah. Okay. This next question comes from John LaRoche. Here's the scenario. The other 2 guys get their heads chopped off, but the technology exists to attach them to animal bodies. What animals do you pick for each guy? 2 crows. And I'm just having you sit on my shoulders. That would be awesome.
But we have hollow bones. Then our heads would be very.
Your
heavy.
heads would be very heavy.
I mean,
I
you obviously
headbutt
have
you.
to be a raccoon.
Yeah. I think monkeys would probably be the most logical answer.
I was going to pick. So, Crew, literally yesterday, we went to the Museum of Natural History,
Uh-huh.
and he thought, I said, what does that animal look like? And he said, my dad. And it was the biggest, fattest thing I've ever
Meanest.
seen in my entire life. I don't know where this, here's the video. This thing.
The
Let me-
sea lion.
A giant fucking
Walrus?
sea lion. Grandpa Cannon. And that would be Brendan's body.
Yeah. You ever see that movie, Walrus or whatever it is? The Kevin Smith movie?
No.
It's basically this guy like kidnaps somebody and makes him into a walrus, and it's terrifying.
Oh.
But that would be cool.
That's how you walk anywhere.
Through the Burger King drive-through. All right, did you go? I feel rushed because we're
Why are you rushed?
no reason. Hold on.
Feeney's a cat. Feeney's
has
on
to
a
be
Siamese
cat. But that's
cat, buddy.
you'd have a big head. You'd have to be
That's
a
fine.
big cat,
just-
bobcat,
No.
Oh, Bob.
Shaved cat.
or like a cougar.
No, I don't like all the skin on the shaved cats.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
gross.
But I'm doing it. You don't get a say.
I don't like how they have all those roles. Yeah, that's true. You do not have a say in whatever we put you on.
I wouldn't be able to pick my head up. Cat's too little. I'd just be like
That would be
dragging my head.
funnier.
Yeah.
It would be funny if
And
your
then-
just dumb cat legs are in the air and your
We'd-
head is just.
Unfortunately, we'd have to put you to sleep.
No quality of life.
Yeah.
All right. Last question comes from Ashley Saxman. Here's the scenario. Mary, in this context, oh my God, hold on. In this context, have use exclusively from now on. Did she? I think she said this like talk to text. All right. Mary F. Kill.
We're an hour in.
This question is not great. These three. We're not going to answer this. Thank you, everybody, for Ashley. You gotta reread these, man. It's
Proofread.
And I have to proofread. Thank
No,
you guys.
they have to proofread.
Everybody needs to proofread in this scenario.
Here's a scenario. Proofread.
Proofread your questions. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show.
That's the craziest ending. in the history
Continue
of
listening.
podcasting.
I think this was a fantastic episode. And tell your friends. That's huge. And join the Patreon. Please
They drop.
support us.
everybody.
We love you.
Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcast. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.